How are you?
Fantastic. Thanks for asking. And how about you?
I am very good. It's lovely to connect with you. So, could you start with a brief introduction of yourself, please?
Sure, of course. So my name is Ashutosh Trivedi, and I hail from Kanpur, Uttar Pradesh. About my education, I have completed my master's degree, that is Masters of Arts in English Literature. Apart from this, I run a YouTube channel that focuses on spoken English conversations, and I have been on YouTube for the past 4 years. That's all about me. Thank you.
Okay, that was lovely. So, how many sessions have you had with Clapingo up until now?
Uh, I don't remember, but of course, I have been on Clapingo since 2022. So it's been really long. I have attended a lot of sessions,
Mm-hmm.
but after a long break, this is my like fifth or sixth session on Clapingo now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that is lovely. I can tell you've improved a lot and your speaking skills are commendable. So, tell me something about your day. What did you do?
Yeah, absolutely. Before telling about my day, I would love to know about yourself too, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Yeah, sure. So I'm Udita, and I'm a college student, so much younger than you. So Clappingo is somewhere where I've, joined to just maybe gain more perspective of the real world and just to be able to hone my skills also. We are always in a process of learning and unlearning. So yes, that would be me.
Oh, that's great. And where are you from?
I'm from Delhi only.
Delhi. Okay, that's good to hear. So now starting about my day, it was a pretty normal day, and it's a rainy season, but it didn't rain today. Sometimes it rains a lot, but it did not rain today. So it was a normal day. Actually, I was able to do whatever I wanted to. And I'm here with the session now. It's evening, so generally I'm conducting classes. Even though I conduct my own classes for the students, I'm a spoken English trainer by profession as well. I get students from YouTube and I train them at the same time. I help them to speak English. So that I do in the evenings after having this session. I must be conducting classes for my students. That's what I do, and that's how my day looks like.
Oh, that's a very busy schedule, I'm sure. So tell me, do you have any questions for me? Anything I can help you with?
Absolutely, I'm here for the conversation, and I like interacting with the people as much as I can because I believe this is, of course, like it is not my first language, so I need to practice as much as I can. And as I come from UP, so there is no environment. I'm not just saying, of course, in every single state of India, they speak their own language, and I'm really happy with Hindi as well. But to
Yeah,
improve your English, you have to do conversations with the people as much as you can, so that's why I'm here on Clappingo, or I use this kind of platforms to hone my skills. So I don't have any particular question, but of course I would love to go with the flow of the conversation. And yeah,
100%. So just wanted to clarify any whether you might have any question for me. So do you enjoy watching any sports?
absolutely cricket.
Oh,
So cricket is crazy in India, why not? And
right,
today also there is a match, right?
right,
Asia Cup is going to already started, but for India it would be the first match today.
right.
India versus UAE. I am not sure whether I would get time to watch cricket or not, but I go through the scores sometimes while conducting my own sessions or the classes. I just check it out, like what is happening there. And if it is so interesting, sometimes I just watch it if I have a break. So that's how it works. So I like watching cricket a lot. But when I was in the school, I used to play cricket as well. But
Mhm.
after college, things are completely different, and you have to look for your career, you have to look for money, and many things are there. So nowadays, I don't have a place and the friends with whom I can play cricket now.
100%. Even I am an ardent admirer of cricket, and especially given the last Test series that we had, it was such an interesting entire series. So that's amazing. Okay, so who's your favorite player? Is there any current player that you're very fond of, or you see as the rising talent? As they call it these days?
Absolutely, he is there, but not in a lot of formats of the cricket. I think you might be understanding the name of him. He's Virat Kohli. Now he's only the player in just ODIs,
Hmm.
and he took retirement. It was shocking, of course. Nobody was able to digest it. Like what happened? We were expecting him to be there in England, but he didn't go. Even though Rohit Sharma didn't go, so I look up to him. He's the one of the best players I have ever seen.
Hmm.
And because when I started watching cricket and when I started understanding cricket, then he was the one who was doing really well. Sachin or Saurav Ganguly and the Gautam Gambhir, they were there when I was child, and of course I admired Gautam Gambhir as well because I'm a left-handed batsman, so I look up to him as well. But in current players, I like Virat Kohli so much. The way he plays and a kind of person he has, it's really amazing.
Exactly. I think if consistency and dedication had to be a person, that would be Virat Kohli for sure. And as you just said, like Saurav Ganguly and Sachin Tendulkar were the players that you grew up watching. It was Virat and Rohit for us. So I think
Mm.
current generation of players, maybe Shubman Gill or Abhishek Sharma, and
Mm,
I think these are
absolutely.
the players whose careers we will get to closely watch, as like adults. So that's amazing to know. So tell me something about your hobbies, anything that you particularly enjoy doing apart from your YouTube channel or your teaching.
Yeah, first of all, I like interacting with the people a lot. I have completed more than 20,000 conversations till now on multiple platforms.
Mhm.
I have international community. I have friends from other countries. So apart from this, I don't get a lot of time to invest on hobbies, to be honest. Nowadays, moreover, like YouTube is something which takes you a lot of time. You have to do editing, you have to post, and a lot of things are there. But when I was in school and college, I was much into singing. I liked singing a lot, and I used to sing a lot. I would say myself as a bathroom singer.
Wow.
And of course, even though I performed on stages too, in BHU, I was a student of Banaras Hindu University. Prior to that, I studied in Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya. So I have been living in hostel for the 10 years. Like nowadays, I'm living on rent in a just a house. But prior to that, I was in hostel from 2012 to 2022, from my sixth standard to the graduation. So I enjoyed a lot. I used to play cricket first, sports, and second, I would say this music. I was into singing a lot. Then third, photography. I had a passion to take pictures of the nature a lot as well. So that kind of hobbies I had, and I tried everything in my school. I was into drawing and the paintings. I was into slogan writings as I was in Navodaya. So there are a lot of extracurricular activities you can take part in. So I
Right.
enjoyed all those things.
Yeah, I think that's one of the greatest advantages of being in a college, right? You get to participate in so many events and join so many societies. And even I was a singer up until my school time. But then, as the college started, like it just had a slow death, to be very, very honest, because I got engaged in a lot of different things. So, other than that, I'm like, I think you just mentioned you loved writing, like you love slogan writing and so on and so forth. Same. I think I've noticed it for me. I have started writing more professionally since the last year. So that's something that I've noticed in myself. So, okay, so I think for I think when it comes to feedback, I think your confidence is amazing. I really, really like it. And to be able to hold a conversation with somebody is not easy. And I sense that you know how to command a conversation and how to go along with the flow. One thing I'd like to point out is probably the enunciation. I think you yourself would be aware of it. Um, Something like try to uh, enunciate words more clearly, in the sense that
Mhm.
when you say English, so I think that accent is coming in between. So maybe try to get a more clear enunciation when it comes to you pronouncing certain words. That is the only thing that I noticed which you require improvement in. Other than that, I think you're great, you're amazing. And I am at a loss here because I don't know what I can help you with because you were simply amazing. So, okay, anything else that you'd like to talk about? Anything of interest to you?
Yeah, absolutely. As you talked about the feedback, I know like I make some mistakes with the S and SH pronunciation, maybe due to my first language, that is MTI or something. I tried, but of course, I just do practice for some days and then I leave. And when I'm into conversation, I enjoy the conversation a lot that I don't go very much into technicalities of the language. I like feel, oh my, I'm just, I feel like putting my heart out. So I
Right.
can speak whatever I want to within few seconds. So I don't pay a lot of attention to it. And second, just I like talking to people. So that is my goal, to improve my confidence and to make others understand. That is my goal. Of course, I can improve that, the pronunciation, enunciation. I know all those things, technicality. Just it takes a lot of time, like to go through it. And then moving ahead with the conversation, I just, I was wondering, like, what is your stream? Like, as you said, you're a college student. So what is that? Psychology or the humanities? What are you studying?
So I'm basically pursuing a degree in political science honors. So that's my major, and that's what I'm pursuing at the moment. I'm a third year student, almost on the brink of graduation. So, and as you just said, even not just in English, even when we're talking in our mother tongue, we tend to make so many mistakes, because we get
Mhm.
lost in the flow of conversation, and that's completely understandable. Um, we are human beings; we make mistakes left, right, and center. So yes, that would be me, and I hope that we
Yeah.
can connect again. It was lovely, lovely talking to you, and anything else that I can help you with? Because I honestly don't know what to talk to you about because you're simply amazing.
Yeah, no issues. But for how many minutes you were asked for the conversation? I know that what can I talk to you? So actually, it's been like around 15 minutes. And for how many minutes you're asked for the conversation? 20, 25? Then please let me know then.
Yeah, it was like 15, 20 minutes, and then we keep like 5 minutes as a buffer. So, yeah.
Okay, then I have another question for you. As you said, like, you are in the third year of your degree. So what
Right.
are your plans further? Like after completing your degree, what are you looking for?
So, plans ahead is my goals are aimed at diplomacy. That's something I'm really, really passionate about. Right since my school days, ever since high school, foreign policy is something that has kept me on its hooks for as long as I can remember. What is China doing? What is America up to? What can India do better? So I'm always thinking like that. And as a student of political science, the very first day of college, one of our professors told us that your job as students of this stream is not to critique, your job is to analyze, and then you begin critiquing. So I think as a student of political science, you just don't I think you start looking at things a lot more critically. Like, why is it happening? What's the background? What is the historical context? And so on and so forth. So, and courtesy our amazing professors, we've also developed some great writing skills. So, yeah, diplomacy. I'm sure you're aware of Palki Sharma, the journalist.
Why not? Absolutely. I like her. The way she speaks, I think she is the face of Indian reporters, or just, the way she speaks, that's amazing. Even though I have a friend from America and he likes Parki Sharma a lot.
100%, 100%. It's like we never had a journalist who was representing India's views on the global stage, and
Mhm.
as a
Right.
rising power, we need to have a control over the narrative war as well. Because wars are not just fought on the battlefield, it's also the narrative war, the wars of ideology, and the war of maybe economics. So
Mhm.
I like that, we are just walking in that direction where India, not just in terms of journalism, but in terms of our autonomy, we are being a lot more sovereign in that sense. So
Mhm.
that's something to be very, very proud of, and take interest in.
Yeah, that's great. So another question, like as you are a student in Delhi, so how about the environment in your college? Do you get students who are comfortable talking to you in English, or do you communicate to each other in English? What is your language of communication in college?
Language of communication in college. So the college I'm in, it's an all-girl college, and we have a lot of people from the Northeast as well, right? So their
Mhm,
mother tongue is completely different, and they're not,
mhm,
and of course they're not very used to speaking in Hindi. So our
mhm,
medium of communication with them almost 100% of the times is English. But of course, with people who are from the north or from the west, we do talk to them in Hindi. But as it happens, and I was just talking to my friend about this the other day. It's also sad that everybody, even like when we talk to our friends or any stranger, we just start talking to them in English. Like the minute we get any hint, we don't talk in our mother tongues as often as we should. So and that's something I've noticed, especially like in the younger crowds these days. So yeah, it's mostly English, but yeah, Hindi of course is there all the time.
Yeah, okay. So it depends on people. What about South India? Do you get some students from South India as well?
Yeah. I mean, it's a mixed bunch. They're like people from Northeast and
Mhm,
South India, and of course they too are fluent in Tamil, Telugu, Kannada. So we do talk to them in English as well. But I can proudly say that there is a Northeast friend of mine who has become an absolute expert in Hindi. I mean, she also is a hostelier like you were in your college days.
mhm,
And she knows Hindi so well, you can't even like guess that she's a Northeastern, you know, uh,
yeah.
habitant. So yeah,
Mhm.
she's great in that sense.
And what about their English? Do you feel their English is great or very nice comparison to North Indians?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel any difference in their accent, or that is called mother tongue influence, NTI, when they
Definitely,
speak
definitely.
English?
Because I think it's a well-known fact that your mother tongue, or the way you speak, it tends to influence the way you speak English as a language as well. So
Mhm,
I think I'm forgetting, but in the South Indian languages, one I think the sir is very prolonged. So even when they
mhm,
speak in English, that sort of comes into. I think we're all. I, I think we've all seen it in movies as well, right? So,
mhm.
but see, I think there's a difference between conversational English and professional English. So,
Right.
but I think to be able to hold a conversation, yes, they are amazing. They can do so. But again, when it comes to writing your tests or assignments, you are supposed to write with that professional
Mhm.
abilities, because otherwise our professors would kill us. That's a fact. But yeah, I mean, everybody is great, and yeah, their mother tongue tends to influence, but then you know who are we to judge, right? I think the
Mhm.
biggest curse of human beings is being judgmental to everyone all the time. So that's something we should avoid doing. But yes, that's them.
Yeah, I can understand it. Absolutely, of course. And that's fairly okay because this is
Yeah,
their, if I am from Hindi background, if it reflects from my speaking, that's completely okay. Yeah, absolutely. I
yeah,
come from North India. So that's fine. Yeah.
100%, because English again is our second language. It's not our first language. So I think we also have to be aware of this fact when we jump to conclusions about somebody, and the fact that people really make an effort to be good at it, to be able to hone their skills, not in terms of just learning the English language, but in terms of anything. That's something to be very proud of. Yeah.
Right. I think now time's up. Of course, we have crossed around 20 minutes, right?
All right.
So
Yeah.
it was really nice talking to you, and thank you so much for your time. And I enjoyed the conversation thoroughly. It was really nice.
Same here. Thank you for joining in. Have a very, very good night. And I hope we can connect again. It would be lovely to talk to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye. Take
Bye.
care.
Thank you.